The rundown is brought to you by Mamitas. A little tequila and soda in a tall, skinny can. That's the fucking motto right now. You toss your liquor in with some seltzer with a classy can.
Got the matte thing, right?
Yep,
yeah.
got the matte.
GF, gluten-free.
Yep.
Big
Shout out to all my gluten-free out there. It's got like 95 calories.
95 calories.
And here's the thing.
Real tequila.
It's tequila.
Real tequila.
You know it.
None of that fucking malt shit.
You know what they say, right? It's the only alcohol that's an upper. It's not a depressant, all that shit. It's true, though. Tequila is always a good time. You know? You're always going to have, like, when you're doing shots of tequila, it's always a thing. So now you sip on a cocktail. And also, I'll say this. Margaritas, like, don't count. You know what I mean? Like, if you're having a tequila cocktail, it's different than having a margarita.
Yeah, well.
So, like, you get tequila and soda, you're having
Tequila's the no hangover.
Drink. Well.
That's what Mario Lopez says.
That's right.
What does he say?
I think he was really pushing his own tequila.
I see.
But he's like, yeah, like tequila, you just drink straight tequila, you don't get hungover. Which I was doing for a little while. And pretty right. I think you just wake up drunk.
Right.
Well, you know what it is
keeps
too. It's
rolling
like
over.
it's just mixed with the seltzer, so you're not doing sugars and all that other shit, and you're just getting straight, real deal tequila and soda from Mamitas. 95 calories, less than a gram of sugar, 5% alcohol by volume, so it's got some kick to it. Mucho delicioso. I feel like I really shouldn't say that, but it's on there. You know, I feel like it's like appropriating almost. You know, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like,
I'll
these
tell you,
white
the
men,
appropriating stuff's gone. Wow,
crazy,
I can't
right?
speak another language now.
and you really can't, bro.
Mucho delicioso. You can have a little better fucking.
Mango.
Yeah, he said it like a white guy.
Mucho delicioso. Mango, pineapple, lime, and paloma.
You went too far the other way.
That's appropriate.
Yeah.
It's like
Touch 'em all.
White Sox Dave on here yesterday. He was like, "Hola, yo, soy, Dave." It was like he said he's fluent in Spanish. He talks like that. Like that, you can't do that. And paloma. So you got 4 flavors to choose from. You can get your Mamitas tequila and soda from GoPuff or Drizzly. Get them delivered right to your door. Let's get into it. Stock market once again continues to dominate the world. I'm sure this has got to be. I know because I have a couple friends who trade. It's just eating them alive. That
Right, 'cause this
the
is
idiots of the world are just running the shops.
But this is the point. Everyone's an idiot.
Right, and that's
We're all
what
idiots of the world.
So I characterize this as like a revolution, where it's like we kind of did it here at Barstool, where it's like you don't need to go to journalism school and write at a newspaper and write a column. And
Right.
We just we're gonna write blogs, and you don't have to be a movie star who has a camera set. You can just have your phone. So we kind of did that already, and many industries have already done that. And now it's time for finance to just basically be undercut by the internet. And it used to be that you had to graduate from Wharton and you had to have day trading skills and and then you got fucking Dave who's just like, oh, I'm gonna buy $1 million of Amazon. It's gonna go up.
What stocks can I buy? We could get hit by an asteroid and stocks would go up. Everything's going up. Stocks only go up.
They just keep going up.
And then these guys, all the Wall Street bets bros band together. And I know I'm talking to my friends, and they're like, this is just so fucking stupid. This is just so dumb. And it's like, well, you're dumb. You were those guys. You just you did go to school, and I'm not saying those guys probably do know more than the average person. Not that much more to the point that they can't do it. It used to be a gatekeeper thing. We're the hedge funds. We can trade. We can buy. We can sell. And it's like, well, we got apps and we got sites, and I got enough money. I can fucking do it too.
That makes me happy to know that's what's happening, because I didn't even really pay attention to what was going on with this. Because whenever I start to see the stock symbols and the graphs, I'm just I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with that. So I'm glad that what's happening is that the dumb people, which is similar to what we have done, are now taking over and making a bunch of money. That's great.
Right, and the hedge fund guys are furious because they're just well, it shouldn't be this way. GameStop is a bad stock. Some people argue that they got this new CEO and they think that he's going to turn it around. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is there's a revolution. That's why it's going up. It's not
because they're buying up all the old stocks, right? It's like GameStop, Nokia, AMC.
brick and mortar.
It's just
places.
random things that they've picked.
Just things from the 90s.
Things from the 90s.
It seems like what it is. Late 90s, early 2000s. Things you grew up with in middle school and high school. You're let's just pump that.
What's the next one? Can we pick one?
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. I just cried my fucking eyes out on KSU radio about it. I just sit on the sidelines my whole goddamn life. I just sit here with my dick in my hand. I could have bought GameStop. I heard about it a week ago, and at that point it was at 100, and I thought oh, it's too late. It's at 350 today. It's there's endless money to be made apparently. And then people said AMC's next, and I didn't do that. And they said Nokia's next, and I didn't do that. I heard that BlackBerry's next, and I didn't do that. I think what we should do Let's pick something from the 90s. What could
Okay.
what's a company from the 90s?
Bop it.
You could not have said something stupider. I love that answer. That was so colossally stupid. It was perfect. Let's buy like $ bop.
Bop It also can't be the company. Bop It,
That's a thing. It's
Hasbro. Yes, fine.
right. No, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't even know if Bop It's Hasbro, but.
Yeah, one of those things. Like Milton Bradley.
Nickelodeon Yak.
Nickelodeon. No, Nickelodeon still.
Gak.
Gak.
Is it Gak or Yak?
Gak.
Gak.
But again, you're just picking individual products. We need to pick companies, John.
Kevin, we talk about how the stupid people are going to rise up. I'm getting started, all right? Getting ahead of the game here.
I can't think of one company though. At least you're
Parker
thinking
Brothers.
of things.
Like the board game people. Parker Brothers, Milton Bradley.
Dunkaroos.
So bad at this.
Look at Jeff D'Lo just strutted over
keep
here.
the mall stuff going. Sharper Image.
Sharper
Spencer's
Gift.
Image.
Radio
Yes,
Shack.
that's-
Well, I think Radio Shack is.
I think they're already done.
Yeah, or like.
Oh,
I
did
feel
they
like-
get canceled?
Well, no, you know what?
Yeah,
you know what Radio Shack is? People say you're the Radio Shack of. Like you're so dead that you're like Radio Shack because Radio Shack
Let's
is.
pump
fucking-
some. Let's pump
How
some
about
money into
this? Is Blockbuster still like even? Is there a flickering light? Because everyone's like, oh, Netflix fucking killed them.
there's one
If
in
we
Anchorage, Alaska.
yeah, right. So as long as like hashtag $BLK is still around, we fucking go make Blockbuster through the roof.
that. Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's a
It's in
company that
Alaska, right?
exists.
I think it's in
Sass, you brought some Nokia. How's that
Bend,
going?
Oregon.
You rich yet, bro?
Oregon.
You bought that Nokia?
I sold.
Sold?
You sold?
I sold Nokia because it's not. It's like a. I don't think Nokia is a part of this. It's like a. It's not going up quick enough. Naked brand.
Can someone throw me my phone, please?
Naked brand is going up like
Naked brand, what's
fucking.
that?
I think
makeup company?
it's either the juice or the makeup company.
Because I saw someone else say a makeup company. I think Mac was like next. That one's next. Mac,
I don't know
Mac
what it
lip
is,
gloss.
but I bought it this morning at 6 cents. Now it's like $1.50. But I sold
fucking
it at 6
legit.
cents because it was going down, and then I bought it again at 9 cents. But it's still like it's going up so fast.
Jeez.
And that's the thing. It can go. If you're at 6 cents, you go to $1.50. That's huge.
That's a lot.
It's skyrocketing.
So you rich, man?
I will be rich by tonight.
That's it. Get your last licks in at Lil Sass. He's gone after this, man. Yeah. I mean,
I
just
also-
sick of not being rich.
I think it's
go
fun
buy
that-
Dunkaroos, says John.
Dunkaroos, Bop It, Gak. What else you got?
You are so dumb. Amazing.
Sports Illustrated?
That might be a good one, to be honest.
Okay.
That was,
there.
somewhat reasonable answer. Yeah.
I still can't think of one. That's unfortunate.
Kicks. With an X.
Again,
Like, you put sugar in Kicks?
Oh yeah.
If people put sugar in Kicks, that stock would go through the roof.
See, what I got those bags of marshmallows. I got Kicks. I mix them with the marshmallows. What you need to do is buy cereals that have like little to no flavor and put the marshmallows in. So I do Rice Krispies, Crispix, and marshmallows. It's the best cereal ever. It's amazing. And if you do it with Kicks,
I think anyone who eats a single cereal is an asshole.
So you got to mix them up.
You gotta mix them
You're
up.
always mixing and matching no matter what?
Always. I'm like a fucking kid at Sonic, where I'm just like, we'll do a little Sprite, a little Diet Coke, a little Dr. Pepper. I'll do
What's your
little
favorite mix?
Frosted Flakes, a little Raisin Bran, little fucking Special K with strawberries in it, all kinds of stuff.
I'm gonna do like chocolate, like Magic
Apple
Spoon
Jacks?
has a cocoa. I'm gonna do that with some like honey grams and marshmallows, like s'mores. You get chocolate, graham cracker, and marshmallow.
I guess I'm a purist, a cereal purist.
I'm new to the
'Cause
game. Don't worry.
I'll just
You're gonna hop in.
eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and then I'll eat the whole
Yeah,
bowl, and I'll fill
sometimes if it ain't broke, brother. I mean, Cinnamon
Yeah.
Toast Crunch is just
That's a
straight
good one.
fastball.
That's a good one.
I like how we went from the stock market to really our
food.
bread and butter. Let's do cereal.
Let's
Yeah.
talk cereal. Just a couple guys talking shop,
I mean, they're gonna just close the stock market soon anyway.
Well, this is
so.
what's bullshit. So like NASDAQ talked about stopping, like halting trading, like all of it. And it was like, this is not allowed. It's like, well, it's allowed when the scumbag Wall Street guys do it.
Yeah.
They're insider trading, they're colluding, they're pump and dumping. Now all of a sudden the dummies are doing it and they're the ones losing out. I mean, by the way, in case people don't know, the GameStop idiots shut down a hedge fund. It had to be bailed out by Steve Cohen. Steve Cohen and his buddy gave this guy $3 billion because they went under. They lost. You lose.
You know what this does though? It brings upon some nerves, because it would be perfectly Barstool that just like once we become part of a publicly traded company,
Then we
the
all get
stock
fucked.
market
Yeah,
ceases to
yeah,
exist.
Yeah, true.
Like,
And the
day
number
that-
one victim of this whole scheme, Penn National Gaming,
that'd be like casino shutting down as soon as we got bought
Yes.
out. That'd be like
Yeah.
if something like that happened.
Right,
happened
imagine
to
you just
us.
couldn't go out into casinos anymore as soon as the purchase happened.
Or
That
like
is
something
crazy.
like I don't know, like the day the IPO is announced, or not IPO, whatever the fuck it is, the acquisition's announced. The worst day in stock market history.
Find the
Hypotheticals
biggest word
here.
you can think of regarding this and throw it out. That's what happens. Acquisition, IPO, buy it, sell it. God,
we're so
It would be like is this gonna keep happening? It's gonna be like a revolution on the stock market for like the next year or so, and they're gonna be like, you know what, the stock market doesn't work. Everything's just dissolved. We move back to fucking Milton.
Everything starts going backwards. Yeah.
there's one quote that's been floating around, and I know it because I used it myself trying to sound smart. It's from this economist who said the market can remain irrational longer than they can remain solvent, meaning like this GameStop should go down, and I have enough money to withstand it happening for a couple weeks. But if they continue to be irrational for 3 weeks, I'm shit out of luck, right?
Yeah.
So the Wall Street guys, the Wall Street bets bros on Reddit, have their own quote. It's just, I mean, I don't know if we can beep it or whatever, but they're just like, we can remain longer than they can stay solvent. We can just keep being idiots forever.
Yeah, right.
It's
It almost feels like
kinda
you're
true.
in a fight with your friend. Like, you need to calm down. You're being ridiculous. Like, I can be ridiculous for the next decade.
Yeah, I can do this standing on my head, you know? And that's kind of true.
Are you
It's
calling me irrational? I'll fucking show you irrational. Give me Dunkaroos.
And then you know what the thing is? You got a bunch of idiots, but then Elon Musk came out. So that the same dude who was fucking with GameStop used to short Tesla, and then out of spite, he was just like, fuck that guy. So he's like, GameStop to the moon. And people like Elon start doing it. You get Dave in the mix. You get
Right
big
now,
names in the mix.
somehow the Barstool Fund is involved because people
Oh,
are.
and
How
yeah,
are they,
so
how are they
shout
doing
out-
that? Yeah.
Yeah, we looked at his name and I can't remember it now. How do you say it?
Chatham?
Chamath.
Chamath?
Chamath. Chamath.
Chamath?
Chamath.
Okay. So shout out to this dude, Chamath, who he's like an investor, and he was on CNBC today, and he said I think he made 500 grand. He put 125 grand into GameStop, made 500K, and he donated all of his earnings, GameStop earnings.
Oh, that was
to the
Chamath
Barstool
who made.
Fund.
I didn't know that was Chamath who made the donation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think someone else did it as well, and there's two people, which is kind of like, it's kind of like poetic or whatever. It's like this is like an internet revolution happening,
Yeah.
and he's taking the money he made off of the internet really and donating it back to the internet company who's spreading the money. So I think that's a pretty cool move by him. So shout out to him and Lil Sass, just rich guys doing rich things.
Yeah.
Second half of the Rundown is brought to you by Jack Pocket. I did not win the $1 billion lottery.
Would have
did.
put it all on the GameStop though. GameStop.
Yeah. Oh man, imagine if I bought $1 billion worth of GameStop stock. But Jack Pocket, I did play, and actually, I remember I was driving home. I didn't have a ticket. It was like that night was the drawing. I was like, I don't want to go to the gas station. I don't know the bodega. I popped open my app, my phone, downloaded the app, and I was able to buy the $1 billion Mega Millions ticket. Didn't win, but I was at least in the running because you have it right in your pocket now. When you download Jack Pocket, when you're in New York, New Jersey, Texas, and 7 other states, 10 total, you can play Powerball, Mega Millions, Cash for Life, your pick 4, pick 3, all your local shit. You can pick your own numbers. You can do auto-generated numbers, and it's right there on your phone. So no excuse. Like I didn't get a ticket. I forgot to get a ticket. You should be in on every major jackpot forever now. And right now you can get a free Mega Millions or Powerball ticket when you use code Barstool. I love what happens when that shit resets. I'm like,
Yeah.
63
I don't
million.
need all.
Yeah.
Trash.
60 million, come on.
Like ashtray money. Call me when we hit $1 billion.
so true.
So right now is the time to get in because I'm sure nobody's playing right now. I bet you the first jackpot 18 people playing.
Yeah,
After the billion lottery hangover is the real one.
Once you get to 300,
That's when we start talking.
Start paying attention.
Yeah. I remember there was a long time ago because every sports franchise at this point is probably billions of dollars, but way back when the Heat were trash, when Ronnie Cycli was their all-time leading scorer, the Heat was $400 million to purchase, and that was always our plan. If we hit Powerball, me and the fellas, we were going to buy the Miami Heat.
You and the boys?
Yeah, me and the boys were just going to buy the Heat.
I would love to see
Imagine if we
someone
did
do
that
that.
with LeBron.
Have exactly the amount of money necessary to buy a team.
Mm-hmm.
So
Blow it all.
you buy a team, but you have $50 left.
Right.
And you just
you're
live with
broke
friends.
owner.
You're poor.
Yeah,
and,
true.
That'd
Which is
be sick.
hilarious to think because obviously when you buy these things, you finance it, and you know.
Nah,
it's not,
part of a
that's what
group.
like you just show up and be like, you can have my whole account, sir.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have no money to run this team.
Right, it's like
I'd
I
be
can't,
doing
can't pay rent, I can't buy groceries. But I
Imagine
I'd
having
be
this
selling
team.
jerseys and shit. Like we gotta make this back.
I think I would love a team like that. I would give up any fandom I have right now to be a fan of a team where the owner lived with roommates.
You know what it's like
I
when we
agree.
want to own.
That's a
Like,
good
fuck
idea.
yeah, this
When we
seems
own
awesome.
we want to own a bar, it would be like that, but it's a franchise.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, this place doesn't even make any money. Like we're just here to hang out and drink free beer. It's like I'm just here to watch basketball.
Right, we'd have awesome seats.
We have an owner's box, just hanging out with the buddies. Like I knew guys who owned Tin Lizzy, and they were like, I just do it to fuck. That's it. I just do it to fuck.
Right, I'm not
girls.
here to like drive a Bentley.
Not here to make
I'm
money.
Here to have
They were like,
sex.
we're not here to even make money.
Yeah.
I just want girls who are impressed that I own a bar so I can hook up with them. That would be us. Be like, ladies, you want to go to the game tonight?
Yeah.
That's the only reason we bought a franchise. So you can do that with Jackpocket. Go to download the Jackpocket app on
Stephon
your
Marbury is our starting point guard. But
phone. That was a deep cut. Tap it up, bro. That was deep. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Go to jackpocket.com, download the app, use the promo code Barstool to get that free ticket. Also, you must be 18 years or older. If you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER and see jackpocket.com for details. Halsey's pregnant.
I didn't even know she was dating somebody.
I don't think I knew that either.
Who is she dating? Who's the baby daddy?
Aladdin.
His name's Aladdin. It's like
Really?
Alev Aldine or some shit like
It's
that.
Aladdin.
So his name's Aladdin.
Okay. I thought maybe he played Aladdin in like a live action movie or something.
He's like a he's like a something in Hollywood.
Is he hot?
Scriptwriter.
Scriptwriter?
Yeah, sure. He looks like hot Hard Factor Pat.
Yeah, exactly like that.
I can't picture it.
Just picture him. Just
No,
really-
I love Hard Factor
impossible
Pat.
for me to even fathom him being attractive.
That sounds wrong,
just
but like, I'm
picture just a little more trim, you know. Because
Good.
it's not like Pat's an ugly man by any
No,
means. He's
he's
just,
just- it's just
imagine
a-
if he was just like in shape. But I mean, this dude has like a ridiculous shirt on, some shades, like a goatee, and like oh, I think he has like frosted tips
Yeah,
and then
for
like
sure.
hair that like it's Pat.
Okay.
And yeah, he knocked up Halsey, which has got to be a great move.
I haven't seen the pictures up close. We looked at them when we were doing KFC Radio. She doesn't look pregnant enough to make a pregnancy announcement.
Well, I don't think you know anything about this.
She
Well, sure
doesn't
don't.
look pregnant enough to make
Like,
a
I feel
pregnancy
I'm pretty
like-
sure she's got like a little baby bump.
She does?
She does, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
mean,
the
come on.
pictures.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh, John! Hey, Halsey! Hey, Halsey! If you're watching,
I'm
you
not-
pass John's test.
I'm not. Hang on, I'm not trying to gatekeep it. I just thought she wasn't 3 months pregnant yet. I thought you had to be 3 months before you announce it.
John's
Yeah,
gonna
you
roast
I'm not
it off
saying she
camera.
has to be big or anything like that. I was just like, it's dangerous because it's bad luck to do
I'll
it for
tell
3
you
months.
what, John. You stepped
You're
in.
right.
I mean-
You know what?
You're
It's
right.
stupid
That it
when
is
cameras
dangerous.
start popping
no,
up.
No, no,
Fran is
you're,
mad at
you're
you.
right.
Fran
That
is
is
yelling
Fran's
at
got the
you.
dangerous,
mic,
but
cameras
John-
are popping up.
John.
Casey's standing up.
John, you can't be like, I don't know if she should be
I
posting
just
that. She
think
doesn't look 3
I've
months
been taught that you got to be 3 months pregnant to announce it because otherwise it's bad
Do
luck.
you, John? Do you trust
I didn't
Halsey?
say- I
John,
prefaced it with I haven't seen
John,
the
look me in
picture.
the eyes. Do you trust Halsey?
with
Because I
with
know
her
you do
baby's
with,
life, yes.
with your entire life. So I would trust that she waited for the appropriate time to
I
announce
assume
this.
she did. It was a zoomed out picture. I
just
honestly, I
can't-
don't even think I'd seen the baby.
You know,
Hilarious.
you know what really fucked you is when I showed you it and you went, yeah, okay.
I saw her belly finally. She's pregnant.
Breaking news on this rundown.
Yeah.
We are officially saying
Halsey,
that Halsey is pregnant.
I'm ready to co-sign the pregnancy.
I can't wait to see, like, did you see Halsey's pregnancy announcement on the Barstool Rundown?
Yeah.
John
Did you see
Feitelberg
that?
has announced Halsey is in fact knocked
she's
up.
pregnant as hell, man.
Did
Yeah,
you
she's
see
not
the
big time.
mansplain Halsey's pregnancy to her? That's what the headline's going to be.
So listen,
I'm gonna need
Ashley,
to
you
see an
weren't.
ultrasound before I.
Oh my God.
Boy,
But yeah, so
temperature
I
got
guess
turned up a little bit.
I guess people were saying.
I saw
you know,
Fran
that-
popped up like what do you call them? What's it in the zoo where they kind of pop up
little
on
meerkat thingies,
meerkat?
little prairie
just
dogs.
like
yeah.
just saw the head come flying up. What'd you say?
I guess
Congratulations
people
to
are
Halsey.
saying
Yeah.
that line like I'm so happy I never had a baby by you. It was
Yeah.
kind of like a shot at G-Eazy or her exes because she is having a baby with this other dude.
Aladdin.
So yeah, shout out to like having an Aladdin baby.
I can show you the world.
Sing it, babe. Keep
Oh,
going.
come on.
I don't know any more lyrics. I would.
Sure you do.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
I don't know any other words. He's gonna rattle off the whole thing.
Now I'm
Well,
not.
you
now
got,
I'm out,
you
though.
got kids that make
What's
sense.
Shining,
next?
shimmering, splendid. Over, under, and sideways on a magic carpet, right on the world.
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, yeah, because I have kids. Okay.
COVID swab in the butt.
You can now get tested right in your asshole for coronavirus. Which I said that, and Trent went, "Oh, good."
Well,
I guess Trent's getting a Q-tip up the ass.
I would prefer that than getting stuck in the nose all the time.
You are telling me you'd rather go upstairs and be like, "Here I am," than just
Let me
sneeze a
tell
little
you
bit?
what. We're in what month? We're in month 13 of this thing. I'm sick of getting hit in the nose. Let's start on a new area.
Trent's
Could
like a
you
fucking
imagine?
like a heroin addict who's got to start using the veins
Get
in his
between
feet.
the toes.
Like this one's blown out.
Yeah. I honestly do think my nostrils are blown out though. Like the one time my left nostril, they hit a wall and they go like, ooh, I hear them
It's
go like,
different.
oh shit.
And then they
Every
start
time.
moving it.
Yeah,
And then
they
like
snake
when we
it.
get around, like, nah, leave the brain alone, dude. Leave the hippocampus be.
Yeah, it is an evolving process. Like at first it was a little bit in there, and now they're going deep, and then they do start to go
Around
around.
the circle.
It's like they're.
it's almost like they don't know what they're doing because nobody does.
I would prefer
But
butt.
imagine you're sitting there, you work at City MD or some shit, and you now have to play the game of like Corona roulette. Like, is he gonna do it in his nose or his asshole? Which one do I have to do here?
Yeah, maybe.
At least like in the nose, you're like, hey, just watch my brain. What if you fucking drop trout and you're like, just watch the prostate? I want it to go off real quick.
It's like it.
What if it went off in the middle of the testing?
Maybe the
If a Q-tip can get you off, man.
Yeah, it's like a fucking. It's just the button, man. It's like the button on the Death Star. Like, fucking little button.
There's
can do
on
a
and
lot.
off. That's it. That planet will be destroyed. Can you imagine that? You go to fucking get
completely
tested for
forgot
corona,
about
you end
that.
up coming.
You walk out with a fucking. Everyone's walking out with hard-ons. Like, this guy, he gets deep.
Turns out I'm positive, but it was great. You know?
What? Motherfucker, flip the switch.
Wait a minute, but by the way, like, why is this a thing?
Yeah.
You know, like, what is going on?
You know, I hadn't thought about the people administering it as much as my own.
The
like,
heroes. You
feeling
mean the
of-
frontline responders? You know.
Yeah, maybe it should just be at-home kits are the butt ones.
Let's see.
What if he? Why can't you
Tests
just
are
do a
reserved
stool
for
sample?
high-risk
Why can't I just poop into a
cases.
cup?
That's a good question.
The passengers in Beijing, of course, the Asians are doing weird stuff.
What's going on?
The test involves inserting a cotton tip swab, Q-tip, 1 to 2 inches into your asshole. It could be more accurate than nose or throat tests. Like, it better be. Imagine if they're like, this one's a little questionable, but we put it in your ass. Boy, man, I'll tell you what, 2021, butt stuff has officially jumped the shark. It's just like, we do everything in the ass.
Yeah.
Sex stuff, doctor stuff, whatever, everything.
It
straight in your
tells
ass.
everything about you.
Yep.
Everything you
God
know about
damn.
yourself comes out of your butt.
If this becomes a thing, we need to start doing the 7 o'clock round of applause around the city again.
Yeah.
We're
I'm banging
fucking
pots
making-
and shit.
True.
Making nurses fucking finger butts.
That's so
like,
true.
all right, you guys.
Yeah.
You are the
that's
real.
tough.
I'll buy
You're the
some
real
more
heroes.
billboards. I think most of the billboards have come down. Like,
real heroes.
here's to our heroes. Like, we gotta get billboards back up and 7 o'clock banging pots and
God.
pans.
That
for-
is such a good call.
Thanks for shoving stuff up our ass. God, boy.
And we'll wrap
Cereal.
up today with the other big news of the internet. Erika Nardini, our boss, CEO, and champion of women's hockey, and specifically supporter of the NWHL, has set the internet on fire with all these fucking hypocritical losers. I mean, I love this one almost because I feel like they mousetrap themselves. Like, not to make it about us because it's more about Erika, but anybody talking about it, the Barstool bloggers, the men, whatever, we are in trouble. For why? For saying you guys should allow this female hockey player to talk about hockey. Like, that's really what it comes down to.
I mean,
they want to like silence her from just being a fan and talking about the league and interacting with the players. You're trying to stop that?
Right.
What?
This place has been through countless battles over the years. This
is
one's
the one.
pretty easy.
This is the one.
This
is the
one's
one
the
that's like-
easiest one to wrap my head around.
Yeah, this is how I think maybe, I don't know if this will ever happen, but one day the Deadspins of the world and the blue check marks of the world, I think, will maybe take a step back and be like, boy, like the QAnon people when Trump got elected and they were like, wow, oh shit, like, oh, I'm an idiot, you know? They had that moment of clarity. This might be the one where they're like, wait a minute, I'm arguing that she can't support hockey? Like, what?
Just be a fan. Just can't be a fan of hockey. And I'll tell you what, I don't do things for pleasure anymore. I haven't done things with pleasure in quite a while. I do things strictly out of spite.
Okay.
I'm going to become a fan of the NWHL out of spite.
Okay.
Might become a white supremacist out of spite.
Oh.
I mean, they're accusing us of it.
We might as well get our money's worth.
You want to see what it's like? Fine, let's do it. I'm getting a Rosie Riveter tattoo for the Rivers. And what'd you say?
You have Fran riled up again.
Why? White supremacy?
Yeah, listen, they had their chance. Listen,
What's the problem now, Fred?
What could he have possibly said in the
here
last 2
comes
minutes?
gatekeeper Fred again. You're not allowed to be a white supremacist on her watch.
Exact same face again. Like, you just you're just so close to being right, and then fucks it up with one.
No. His point is perfect because they could have had this female CEO who's funny and charismatic and a boss, and she loves the sport and she plays the sport and she encourages it. She's not allowed to be a fan. You know who is? Me, the white supremacist. Me. I'm the racist misogynist, and now that's going to be the face of the NWHL, you dumb motherfuckers.
It's actually starting to make some sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't want us, you got us. You got us now.
You know?
Let's order a couple jerseys.
Yeah.
I'll order a jersey
That's
with
what
you
I'm
guys.
saying. I was like, we went real hard on this in case you're ready to say some things I don't think we can say on the rundown. But we can engage in some activities that yeah, we'll leave it at that. You should have let Erika root for you. That's all. That's what this is.
By the way, I've also coached an NWHL team to a championship. Just want to throw that out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
yeah.
Did you get a ring?
I didn't get a ring. I did
Got
get
a t-shirt.
A t-shirt and a stick autographed by the whole squad.
Good enough.
Yeah, pretty good.
I guess
So-
they'd rather have you. You know?
Yeah, they didn't complain about me.
This is also back when John looked a lot better.
Okay. I don't know if that needed to be said.
Well, I just think when you showed up at that point, they were like, "Oh wow, look at this guy." And now when the uncooked hamburger shows up, they're like, "Well, I don't know about this."
I did have a tan, I'll admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the tan.
I will become a white supremacist out of spite.
I will
That is
fucking.
good.
I will white
That's just
supremacy
good
all
fashion
over
fun.
you. You dumb fuck. Seriously, the NWHL. I don't know if she's still trying to mend bridges with them or whatever, but I'll just go ahead and burn that. The NWHL is the dumbest fucking entity. You know what we should do? We should buy stock in them. They're a dumbass company who's going to plummet. Let's all rally around that and take that to the fucking roof.
And this has nothing to do with the players, although some players are outspoken. I'm like friends with a
but
good
fuck
amount
the
of the
players who are
The
outspoken in the
are-
wrong way. Like there are some who are like,
I don't even like if you have your stance, that's fine. It's just like crazy to me. Like the NWHL statement was one that's preposterous, where it's like, under no circumstance would it be okay to call out reporters. Like, really? Under no circumstance?
None.
what if they're white supremacists?
What if they're all white supremacists?
What if they're real ones, not made up ones at Barstool? I mean, it's just you shouldn't be allowed to say things like that.
That's
If
really
we said stuff like that about people, we get sued.
definitely.
They said about us, and it's just
Wait,
like,
let's
well,
just say it.
say that they're white supremacists.
Yeah.
You're white supremacists.
they're all white supremacists.
I guess that's
Yeah, you.
Let's get a white supremacist off. No, you guys are white supremacists.
That's kind of what the internet feels like sometimes.
No white supremacy off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, you are.
No.
Yeah. Did you
so,
see
though.
the girl who I tweeted?
Casey, what's your face about?
What's your ugly face about, Casey? Did you see the girl who compared us to Ted Bundy?
What?
Yep. Let me find it.
What's
Hang on.
that? Desired by women?
She did the up capital letter, lowercase letter, capital letter, lowercase letter. That's funny. But they help small businesses. Yeah, and Ted Bundy worked for the suicide hotline. Doesn't change the fact that he was a serial killer. You can be evil and still do some good in the world. Those things aren't mutually exclusive.
Damn.
Theodore Bundy.
I mean,
Serial assault.
I agree with the sentiment of the statement. I don't know why Ted Bundy had to get his name dragged through the mud.
Also, it is. Good
I'm
old
done.
Ted.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
we should probably end the rundown now. We should.
I'm the fuck out of here.
That's probably for the best.
I think
Get
so.
this white supremacist out of here.
Yeah. This NWHL fan white supremacist.
Serial killer apologist. It is rather curious that Ted Bundy worked for the suicide hotline, though. That's pretty
I actually
ironic.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
I haven't watched
that
it
sounds
yet.
made up. That girl's a dumb asshole, too. Everybody's a dumb asshole.
I
All
think-
of them.
That-
All of them.
Deadspin's got more than they need to sink their teeth in right now.
Oh, yeah. They're going to love this one. Fucking assholes.
All right.
That's the rundown.